quite the start you would have hoped for, and it looked so positive after Joe Quigley's excellent opener, but the game was changed by that red card, wasn't it?
No, I'm not a big believer that red cards do change the game. What they do change, or what they did change for us, was energy levels, and I thought the second goal in particular was very tired defence, without really that kind of zest to deal with it, and it was an awful goal. The second goal was horrendous, and we look weak, and the only way them lads look weak is when they're tired, so we'll put that into fatigue. But the other thing is as well, we didn't handle the ball anywhere near good enough really, and I think that was a big thing for me today. I thought I looked at a team that's got to learn now in league games rather than in pre-season preparation. It's got to learn on the run. But there were some good things. There were some very good performances.
And the goals, as you say, 71 minutes, 85 minutes. You defended pretty well up until that point.
Yeah, look, I mean the 84th one or 85th one. I thought that was physical. I thought that was because we were depleted. And we'd already obviously used Moss for, with Barnett coming away. But I thought in the last 10 minutes the subs kind of give it a little bit of an impetus to create a chance. Joe had a brilliant chance in the dying seconds, and Addy had a good chance. It's a shame it wasn't on his left-hand side, on his preferred foot. But I thought Addy was, he was a handful when he came on.
And let's talk about the red card. The referee got the card out very quickly, made the decision very quickly. How did you see it? Well,
not very well, but everyone says it's a red card. So, it's ironic because every game for 2 years, I say the same thing before the players go out. Make sure your toes are on the floor when you tackle. Because it's only when your toe lifts that you kind of endanger the disciplinary. So, but I thought it was high. Players have said it was high. He's made a mistake, Matty, and when have we seen Matt Worthington tackle like that? I've never seen Matt Worthington tackle like that, so I wouldn't have thought I'd see it again. But listen, I thought it was a sending off. But like I said, I don't think the sending off affected the game, the outcome of the game, because we still had chances. But what it did do was affect the energy levels for us to go and play properly.
And a number of debutants today, Charlie Wakefield and Jordan Barnett, were particularly impressive. How did you think they did?
Okay. We never really fed the ball to Charlie in the way that he needs. So he had a couple of oohs and ahs first half before the sending off, where people could see his athleticism on the side. But we didn't really feed it. Our passing was always short or at the wrong angle. And if you're going to play with a Knowles and a Wakefield, you've got to feed them, because they're not naturally destructive players that go and kind of serve themselves. So we needed to feed them a little bit better, and our passing was poor, and I thought a few of them got a little bit wrapped up in the first game and the fans being here and the brilliant atmosphere that they made before the game.
How good was it to have no restrictions, so a good amount of fans here, and they really supported the team, didn't they?
Oh, they were magnificent. I thought we served up sort of a lack of entertainment really because of our passing and our attacking play, but I think we'll get better at that. When Sonny gets fitter and when Addy gets fitter, they'll add to our attacking options, and it will be really important now to try and see who's as close to 100% for Monday, and try and just pick a shape and a side around energy levels rather than anything else. So we'll be in tomorrow. We'll be working away, and we'll absolutely give it our all shot on Monday.
And you spoke about the legginess, there's no time to rest with just 1 day between the games. How difficult is that when you've got a small squad as it is?
Well, I think that's part of it. That's part of our job. The difficulty is 3 weeks without playing games. I saw that today because I thought physically after 70 minutes we were flat, very flat. Even with the introduction, I thought young Moss came on and banged a few around a bit, like he does, and I thought that there was a nice kind of an open view of what Dan's going to give to us. I mean, really competitive, super aggressive, and obviously these types of players, the Sunnies, and they might have to be fast-tracked through some minutes in live football rather than giving them 30, 15. Sunnies play 30 minutes for us. He hasn't played for 3 weeks, so it's going to take one day to get right, and we'll definitely try and we've definitely got to try and move the ball better and have a bit more of an attacking impetus for Monday, because otherwise we're just sitting ducks really at times.
An Aldershot away a couple of seasons ago, it really sticks in Yeovil Town fans' memory and yours. Wonderful scenes, and you have a couple of hundred there to support you on that day.
No, that was a good moment. It wasn't so good last year. Again, when we lost players and things like that, but no, we have to be so much better than today, so much better, and there's no time to rehearse, there's no time to practice, so it is going to be about energy levels and motivation, and if we can get the right amount of players out with the right amount of energy and motivation, then we'll definitely give anyone a game, but the toll of the 10 men physically just adds to those kind of issues.
And there's been a lot said about the attacking players in this side, but what a goal from Joe Quigley. No,
look, I thought Joe did very well. It's very hard when you're left up there. You've got to do a lot of defending. We went to 10 men, and like in my first year here, I always try and keep 2 centre forwards on the pitch, just so that it doesn't become, one-way traffic. I don't think we defended those systems of that shape very well, but they would have never had to do that before for us. So it's another tick in terms of, if we are in that situation again, and probably we're going to be, because that's normally the way. I think it's important that we've kind of gone through that difficulty. Physically, we'll definitely be better for having to play 10 men. Physically, we'll definitely be maybe in deficit for the next couple of days, but never underestimate the motivation levels of these people and the determination they've got to do well. So it was, there's some unhappy people in that dressing room, and it's a horrible feeling losing. I wish I could describe it to people, but it's a disgusting feeling.
Have you got any fresh injury worries? Barnett did come off, but was that just tiredness?
Well, he had cramp, and cramp's a difficult one, because when you have cramp, it's obviously it's where acid locks onto the muscle and then squeezes the muscle. So sometimes that turns into a strain, but they're having to take the load of the games and the time, and there's not much opportunity to be able to rotate and rest. So Jordan was very precautionary, because I knew we'd need him for Tuesday. I knew it would kind of not destabilise, but it'd make us a little bit weaker in the back four, because Dan's not a left back, and we'll have to kind of see how he goes tomorrow. But they'll all be recovering tonight. They'll all be being very professional tonight, and then we got to really go for it. We got to get at it and turn that defeat today into a win on Monday.